Apple is about ready with a new HomePod Mini 2 and a full-size HomePod 3. But what will change, and when will they be released? Let's talk about it. Before I break down all the rumors, if you want to keep up to date with all the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. The existing HomePod Mini launched roughly 5 years ago. Since then, the biggest hardware update was a new midnight color for the full-size HomePod in June of 2024. Let's be real, that basically looked the same as it did before. So what's been cooking? Here's what the rumors say, including updates from my last video. Design-wise, the new HomePod Mini 2 and full-size HomePods are largely going to be carbon copies of the existing ones. My guess is we'll see some potential new colors. Right now, HomePod Mini comes in white, midnight, orange, blue, and yellow. Let me know in the comments what other colors you'd like to see on a refreshed model. I think maybe a sage green would look really good in the house. I feel like that's trendy too. Put your votes down below. I think that'd be cool. The only somewhat concrete physical change we've heard pertains to the full-sized HomePod. Multiple rumors have referenced a new multicolored touchscreen on top rather than just the swirling lights. It may be able to show you the full album art for a track, or maybe even who's calling you, or answering to your voice questions. Some have questioned the utility of this though. Like when placed on a table, how easy is it to see what's on the top when that screen is facing straight up? I kind of agree here, but I can see the top of my HomePod Mini when it's on my desk, and usually you can see this one decently too, so I don't know. Either way, I don't hate it, and it's definitely not a downside. I think it just makes it appear a bit nicer and a bit more of a polished speaker. Recently, MacRumors uncovered code within iOS 26 update, more on that in a few, that hints on a HomePod with a display. Your HomePod won't be able to show you the local weather, time, or respond to Siri requests about your area. What's interesting is the wording "show you," because currently the HomePod has no informational display, just those generic swirling lights. This seems to allude to some version of a HomePod with a display. We've seen component leaks of the new full-size HomePod with an upgraded display panel already. It could, though, also be referencing Apple's unannounced smart home display. We don't have an official name for that device, but if Apple sticks with just HomePod for it, maybe this references that? If you want to learn more rumors for that device or HomeOS, which it'll run on, check out the video that I've linked here. What we do know is getting upgraded is the internals. The processor will certainly jump from the S5 to something newer. There's potential to support Apple Intelligence here too, which would definitely require a more beefy chip. The wireless will see an upgrade to one of Apple's new in-house wireless modems. Rumors have pointed to a new Proxima chip, and new reports say there will be both Wi-Fi 6E and Wi-Fi 7 flavors. The new Apple TV will probably get Wi-Fi 7 version, but HomePod doesn't need much bandwidth for audio. I think we'll see the Wi-Fi 6E version here, which is still an upgrade. Finally, the Ultra Wideband chip could be upgraded. Apple has a new second generation chip, and it would make sense to include that in here as well, make that handoff process better. As far as the existing HomePods go, Apple's continuing to update them. This fall, we'll get the HomePod Software 26 update that is currently in beta. This will bring at least 2 small new features to the devices. First, from the Home app, you'll be able to see and change the Wi-Fi network your HomePod is on. Handy. Second, they will now support crossfade. Finally. Apple's adding a more advanced version to iPhone, iPad, and Mac, but basic crossfade support is welcomed. So when will we get these new HomePods? This gets murky. Between the problems with Siri, delays in the smart display, it's for sure up in the air at this point. Right now, 2025 is still in the cards. Bloomberg said in January that HomePods were on track to be released by the end of the year. So look at a look for a September, October, November launch. But Apple could hold them until the new Siri is done, which is currently rumored to be in the spring. That would mean these launch with the new Siri, iOS 26.4, and the smart display, all at once. That's certainly plausible, and I don't feel confident enough to put my money on either of those 2 windows. Perhaps it's just in flux in general. But who knows? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you want to pick up a HomePod or HomePod Mini now before the new models arrive, there are some deals going on and I've linked them down below. Otherwise, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.